better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Gotta like that start, 14 yards to get him going.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching them try to take away that area of the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Jones. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Jones again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Side for just a moment. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Dances by at the 20. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taking down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. This is Swift on the counter. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
A 35-yard attempt.
And the first play will be a field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now on first down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Khair Elam makes it quick. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Second and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Lions will take over. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
this is caught at the 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
That's good for the Lions.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Bryant. And in for the Lions touchdown. Cordero Patterson as the first half is winding down. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 49-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Bryant. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody is still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run right here with Swift. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That's good for 9 yards yards as they convert on the third down play.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 14. Dobbins trying the left side, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Bryant. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes Defensive pick, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. But that's one of those, Charles, when it works, it looks amazing, and when it doesn't, it means trouble.
Yeah, you're right about that one, partner, because that allows us to say, what are you thinking when it doesn't work? Although I know in his mind when he made the call, he was thinking about the amazing part. But in this case, I think the defense, they caught on to this fairly quickly, and they were able to force the incomplete pass.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Rodgers going to throw.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have the Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Rodgers now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 8 coming up. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Off the play fake. Bryant. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here comes the Lions punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did get...
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. People that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby.